Hello, and welcome to this LN training session. My name is Doug Stroud, and I will be your logistics trainer today. In the previous planning training session, I transferred a planned purchase order to an actual PO. So in this training session, I'm going to update, approve, and print the PO acknowledgement. Let's start by opening up purchase orders. As you can see here in the purchase orders, I have a list of purchase orders. Well, I know that the PO that I had created from planning has a status of create, so via the dynamic filter, I'm going to filter on POs with a status of created. You'll notice here I only have one line. You'll also notice that this line is green. This is because I've used the conditional formatting functionality to highlight POs with a status of created to be green. Again, this is just some additional functionality that's provided. Let's open our purchase order. As I explained in an earlier training session, I have used the personalized form, which is another new function, personalized form, to add these additional tabs across the top. So then rather than having to drill down to the purchase order header details, I can just actually click on these different tabs to go update the information that I feel is necessary. So, I'm the buyer that's maintaining this PO. So what I want to do is I want to change the delivery date and time. So let's tab or click into the plan receipt date. And to change the date, all I really have to do, if it's within the same month as the current month, I only have to put in the date. But since this is for March, I'm going to put in 03/21, hit my tab key, and I'm going to change it from 8 p.m. to 2 o'clock by typing in 1400. And I'm going to click Save. You'll notice that when I click Save, it came up with a purchase order line synchronization routine. This is so that the system can take data from the purchase order header and automatically sync it with the purchase order lines. So you'll notice since I changed the plan receipt date, which the system knows, it tells you that by checking this that I've changed it. Here's the checkbox here is telling you to sync it, and it's telling you what the new information is. So when I click Synchronize, the system actually updates the plan receipt date on my PO line to be 3/21 at 2 p.m. Okay? So, before I approve the PO, I want to review a few other things with you. So, I'm going to select the PO line, and you'll notice that I have an icon here for status. Again, I've used the personalized toolbar functionality to add this icon to my toolbar so that I don't have to go through a drop down menu to get to it. So let's open our PO line status. And you'll notice here that the activities I have defined for my PO are print purchase order acknowledgement, release the purchase order to warehousing, the awaiting receipt in warehousing, print claims, print return, and process delivered. So all of them are status of free. And you'll also notice that there's a functionality now where I can automate certain processes, like the print purchase order acknowledgement is automatic, the release to warehousing is automatic, and the print claims and print returns notes are also automatic. So what's going to happen when I approve my PO, which is a standard function, the system is going to automatically print the purchase order acknowledgement. So let's click the approve button. You'll notice here that it's loading. So that's because in the background, it's running the info reporting process to create my purchase order. And in a few minutes, it'll be downloaded to my laptop, and I'll be able to open it for you. So notice it created a temporary file. I can click here and say open, and it pops up a menu for me to select how I want to open the file. So I want to open it with Adobe. And here's my specially formatted PO via info reporting. As you can see, has the company logo, and it looks like a pretty nice document to print. And I could actually print it from here if I needed to. So let's close that, return to my PO. Now you'll notice that the PO status is in process. So what I would like to show you again by returning to the PO line and looking at the status that both the print purchase order has been executed and the release purchase order to warehousing has been executed. Therefore, this PO is now awaiting receiving or being received in warehousing. Okay, so this ends this training session. So as you've seen, I've been able to do some stuff with the PO, change the date, approve it. The PO acknowledgement prints. And so what I want to do now is close my order session. So I'm going to close the PO order session and then the purchase orders session and tell you that this concludes this training session. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.